No, I looked at this stuff out a bit sad, and then I didn't. I thought, no, that's how it should be. That's
yeah,
good.
Yeah.
If you've got 8 people left, since we're 21,
Really,
you've done
really
well,
true
actually.
friends. Yeah.
Becky, they're having much more fun than us down there. They're talking about beavers and everything. We're talking about engagement and impulsion. His face now, he's started off again. His face has gone back to again. He's actually gurning. He's gurning. No, this one. He's so cross that we've gone off in canter again. So do the same. Get him collecting, shoulders in a bit on the long side. Forward round the short side, half pass from this corner. Chance Sharon will be gone by then, but don't bank on it. Yeah, good. Now he's ready. Yeah, you've got it. Just cruise across.
Oops.
Yeah, well done. Fine. Right leg off a bit and on a bit. Off a bit, on a bit, off a bit. Yeah, good. Well done. Now come back to it.
Last scene.
Coming through. Good. Now on the long side, down to trot, up to trot. Yeah, good. That's a good boy. Now medium on the short side, a few steps. Steady and shoulder in at end. Yeah, well done. The circle. So don't do the shoulder in. You've blown it now. Bring it back. Ask for that again here. Use the movements to test whether he's off the leg. But before you do that, use the short side to make sure he's ready to be asked for it. So then you can be like really fair on him that he's got the impulsion, he's got the balance, he's absolutely ready, so there's no excuse then.
He doesn't have a chance to block me.
Yeah, exactly that. So your short sides have got to, the corner's not quite enough. You need the whole of the short side now to just say, are you off the leg? Are you supple? Yes, you are. Let's go. But don't let him do the movement if he fails you on the short side. So that's why, like with the first shoulder, and there was no point doing it because he wasn't ready off your leg on the short side. And that's important for these big horses because that's how you keep them sound, because you don't then have to do many exercises. you only need one half pass. If he does it well, you don't need to do another one. But what you want to try and avoid, and that's what we do with Matt's Blackles, we don't do hundreds of pirouettes. We make it ready, and then when we know it's ready, we do it. But we don't use the pirouette to find out if he's ready, because that's why they go lame. Because otherwise you end up doing 6 or 8 pirouettes every day. And with this guy, you don't want to end up doing 6 or 8 half passes, because you don't need to. If the trot's good enough, the first one will be good. And if the trot's not good enough, you shouldn't be doing it anyway. And then they don't go lame because you don't have to overwork them. And they don't strain themselves going on and back, because all the straight line stuff doesn't strain them. So you can get him more or less fully ready for all his movements, just doing straight lines. Once he's off the leg, 2 half passes, 2 shoulder ins, a medium trot, and he's ready to go in the ring. Well, all we've got left to do really with him is right trot half pass. We'll leave the left one, we'll get the right one done, and then if he's got enough energy, we'll do the left, but if he hasn't, it doesn't matter.
What were you doing again?
Right half pass in trot. So I think it's also, now you've done the canter one and figured it out, you just got to make sure that in the trot half pass you get to the right with your seat, get your right leg on, turn the corner, and if he's failed you on the short side, circle round and don't do the half pass. Almost like you want to use the short side like you jump in a practice fence. If he has it down, don't jump the next fence. Good. That's it. And that's what, every day now, that's what he has to react like. Even when you just picked him up, don't let him take 10 minutes to come back to work. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, good. Super reaction. Well done. Now go down the long side. Actually, no, circle. We did our pass towards the mirrors. That'll help you. Yeah. Good. He's more or less ready. Now sit right. Right leg on. Look for your line as you come out of the corner. Go to the 4K. That's it. Through there. Much better. Yeah. Very good. Thumb to the right. Yeah. Well done, Becky. Up in the pole. Super. Alongside, then the short once or twice. Well done. Yeah. He's got confidence. His mind does something. Good boy, you're right. Yeah, just relax and see the bit. Okay, go.
Trot or canter?
Just trot down there. That's good. Friday you couldn't start, now you can't stop. I don't know if that's successful. Different problem.
Yes.
Good boy.
Steady. You know what it's called? One of the medium trot, where you actually better say no, wait a minute.
Yeah. Instead of really. Go.
Exactly. Instead of trying to wind him up, that you actually can there, because he's tired now. But the reason he didn't lose his balance was because he had a contact and he was going. So although he was, if he'd had to behind you there, he'd have gone on the forehand because you wouldn't have had enough contact. But he did. And in some ways, when he's straight, he's all right. It's only when he dips left. So when he's strong and blocked, he's no good. But when he's straight and a bit strong,
And it feels like he's going like a hose pipe going forward.
yeah. And sometimes he's like a hose pipe that's somebody
Okay.
parked on it.
Yes, he does.
and you're turning the tap on more and more, but you've got to take the kink out.
Yeah.
But that was so much better.
Thank you. It felt a lot better.
Does that feel better?
Way better.
It's only, this is nothing new to you, but you just needed to get
Established in what
pushed
I was doing.
on, and
yeah.
2 days has been good, because if we'd only had a day to do that, it wouldn't really have done it.
Yeah.
You have to push him a bit out of his comfort zone as well, and think about who's doing the work here. That's what it's all about. You had all the theory, you knew what you had to make him do. Now it's easier, because I don't know him, it's easier to push you a bit harder to push him.
I'm so surprised he hadn't started doing that.
Well, I think one of the thing with these nappy lazy ones, and that thing of Matt's is just like that, just as idle, just as nappy. I'll throw its teddy out, just like that. The harder you're working on top, the more numb it gets and the more nappy it gets. It stops, that black horse stops napping when you don't have to kick anymore, because of course you don't have to piss it off all the time. But when they're behind you, you have to piss them off all the time to keep them going. And actually they get much more cheerful when they've been bollocked and then left alone. And that, because by rights today he should have been nappy because he's so tired, but he wasn't. A couple of times he thought about it, and you pushed him harder today than we did on Friday.
Yeah.
But you're not having to work so hard, so you're, in his mind, you're not actually pissing him off, trying to get him to go. And yeah, you ride well, there's nothing there you can't do. You know you're not going to come off, you know it's not going to buck you off, you know it's not going to hot up. If only that it doesn't matter, it's never...
I actually do have a different problem at completion.
You have a what?
A completely different problem completing.
Do you?
When I go into a bin or to a new venue, he just goes like that, and like that, and you can't... I haven't had my legs out here. If I touch him, he'll just come back and do 12 ages and completely explode down on the floor, drag me across the arena.
But when it's somewhere new that he hasn't been before, is it?
I don't know. What do you think, Justine?
No, because he's like that in Northallerton quite a bit, isn't he?
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah.
Well, and he knows that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's the same as Richmond. Sometimes he's fine, sometimes he's not. And I mean, he's on a karma, which seems to have...
Just take the edge off.
It's anxiousness.
It's obviously just a bit stressed, isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose it's also because I've taken him out of his comfort zone, because when he was showing, he was in a ring with everybody else. And then when you go in a dressage arena, you're going into a ring
on
with
your
a car
own.
there, on your own and everything else.
Well, you're leaving them all behind, aren't you? Yeah. Well, and his history is 25 horses all going the same way.
Yeah.
Following nose to tail, more or less, isn't
not
it?
really doing anything.
So they don't have to think about that. They just follow like animals do. He wouldn't have had to use his brain at all, would he?
No.
So actually, most horses have done what he's doing now when they were 4 years old. They've gone from that school to this school and done their test. And out that door, never gone back to the others.
And
but he's done the opposite.
Never done that.
No.
So he really did use to stress out.
Yeah.
Then at the same time, at Trailblazers, when we had all those 50 horses and one small warm-up, he absolutely flipped it nut because of all the horses were...
Too many going at him, yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
Instead of doing the...
Yeah, because otherwise, in his world, they all go the same. You get the same with training these ex-race horses, because racehorses are used to loads of horses, but they're all going the same way.
Yeah.
And as soon as something comes towards them, it totally freaks them out, because they've never had that.
Straight up now.
Yeah, it terrifies them. Yeah, and those races are a nightmare, because that's all they've ever done is go the same way as another horse. And if you ever get on the wall with the horse coming towards you, they get trapped, it frightens them to death.
Yeah.
Yes.